Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do October favorites. And the month of October was a very busy month for me. I did a bit of travel seeing my daughter in LA. I also led my detox group through my Blissfully Fed program, so I was a bit busy with that. But of course, I was able to squeeze in a little bit of shopping and testing of makeup. So if you're interested in seeing my favorites from the month of October, I've got a touch of makeup, a little bit of skincare, a little heavy on the sweaters this month. The weather has shifted and I am a sweater girl, so I will be sharing a bit of fashion as well. And of course, my favorite perfumes from the past month. And some of the items that I'm including this month I think would make great holiday gifts. That's kind of on my brain. So I'm going to be sharing my favorites, but also pointing out the ones that I think would make great holiday gifts. So if you are interested in hearing my October favorites, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as I mentioned, October was a really busy month for myself. I did get to go travel to Los Angeles to visit my daughter in college, so it was just a quick little visit down to LA. So it was just really fun to meet her college friends, to kind of see where she hangs out in LA. So my little LA girls trip was definitely a highlight for the month of October, but I also got to see one of my health coaching clients in person. She lives in Los Angeles, so it was fun to actually meet her in person. So Allison Murray, that was one of my highlights, was meeting you and your children. So thank you for taking the time, even though it was short and brief. You know I will be back. Next, I want to give a shout out to my Blissfully Fed detox group. This is my 2-week program and it was just such an amazing season. I have been doing these for the past 8 years and each and every season is different, and this last one was so much fun. There was just a lot of activity. People were fired up and ready to get healthy, and the goal of my program is to eat healthy and get a healthy relationship with food, and we did just that. I learned a lot from you guys and I just wanted to give you a shout out for your enthusiasm, your engagement in the process, and it was just an amazing season. So my next one will be coming up in 2022, so I will keep you informed on the dates and all that, but don't worry, another one will be coming up in the near future. Okay, so now let's dive into some tangible products here, and one of my favorites, you've heard of me talk about this before on my channel, but I'm a huge fan of Magic Hour teas, and one of my favorites is Bohemian Breakfast, and I wanted to give a little shout out because this is just an amazing, it's sort of like a lady gray black tea. It is just the best Earl Grey, Lady Grey tea I have ever experienced. I truly feel like these teas are special, and they are created in Ojai, California, one of my favorite places, and they have an amazing Ojai spa. If you ever want to go to someplace cool for a spa experience, that is one to put on your list. I had my 40th birthday there eons ago, but it was worth it. So wanted to share that yes, I still love these Magic Hour teas, and in my mind I'm starting to put together sort of a gift giving guide, so there will be some gift ideas in this month's favorites as well, because I feel like we need to start our shopping early this year, and I do think that these Magic Hour teas make a beautiful gift. They also have a sampler set that I purchased to give out during my detox, and that's an amazing set as well, would be a great gift. My favorite complexion duo for the month of October, and I'm feeling bad because I have not been able to do a full review of this foundation I'm about to mention, but I will. It is the Super Potent Serum Foundation, and I picked this up And I picked this up on a whim when I was at the Dior counter. This is a serum foundation, so it has a nice thin texture, but it also has a bunch of coverage, and it is supposed to help improve your skin, i.e. this is pigments in their super potent serum. Here is the consistency. So it is definitely a serum foundation. It actually has quite good coverage. I want to say a medium to full coverage foundation, but the beauty is it does not look cakey on your skin. It is very hydrating. So this is going to be great for more mature skins, for dry skin, and if you need a little bit more coverage, I think you're going to love this one. A little goes a long way with this foundation, but it just wears beautifully throughout the day. It has Dior Capture Total Serum inside this. So this is basically a pigmented skin care foundation, and it does have an SPF of 20. And the color that I was matched to was 2CR, or Cool Rosy. And I think it's a pretty darn good match. That's what I'm wearing today, and I've really been enjoying this. This was sort of a whim purchase, and I'm really glad that I picked it up. And then I have been topping it with the Dior. This is the Dior Forever Cushion Powder, and I love this stuff. This is a very finely milled powder. I feel like it is really unique in the fact that it is hydrating to the skin, that it provides a matte but radiant finish. And I just love the combination of these two together. I feel like they go really well. This one is super hydrating, and then this one is going to take down any shine, but it is not going to look heavy or too matte. It just lets your skin shine through, and it does not dry. So this was my most reached for complexion duo this past month, and again, I will do a full review on this so you can really learn some more about it, but it's pretty darn amazing if you haven't checked it out. Now, speaking of Dior, I also have a new lipstick. It is my favorite nude, and it is actually a liquid lipstick, which I do not like, but I love this Dior. This is their liquid rouge lipstick, and it is in the shade Forever Nude. So it's shade 100, and I find this to be just the perfect nude lipstick. And I love the fact that this glides on so silky. It does not dry out my lips whatsoever. It's the most unique kind of liquid lipstick formula I've ever tried. And this is the shade Forever Nude. I like to pair it with my Charlotte Tilbury lip cheek in Iconic Nude, and it just creates the perfect nude lip for me. If I go too light, I find that it washes me out. I don't find that to be the case with this lipstick whatsoever. And again, it is not drying. It stays on your lips. It's super comfortable, and it's just kind of a surprise hit. I picked up these two items at the counter. I had the most lovely sales associate. We had a lot of fun, and she was like, you have to give this a try. I was like, I don't like liquid lipsticks. She's like, you have to give this a try. So I'm so glad she gave me a little nudge because I love it. I've been spreading the joy to you guys, and many of you told me that you picked this up and you agree that it's a really unique formula. It just does not feel drying on the lips, and it doesn't make them dry or crackling or anything like that. So another Dior love. Okay, one more Dior item. I did pick up the two limited edition holiday palettes from Dior, and I actually really love this one, and this is the House of Dreams. And I just love this silver little pop. It's what I'm wearing today on my eyes, and I just think it is so pretty. So the rest of the palette is very everyday eye look, and then if you want to glam it up, then you've got this little hit of this beautiful of this beautiful silver. But honestly, you can put it on in a way that you can wear it every day as well. It's just a really pretty eye quad. I think it's perfect for the holidays. Adds a little bit of sparkle and fun. And I also have been reaching for this past month. So wanted to give one more little Dior shout out because this is another one I'm really glad I purchased. Now a new brush, this is not new, but it is new to me. This one is from Chantecaille and it is the Zebra Kabuki brush. And I have just fallen in love with this. This is one that I have wanted for a really long time, but I have just been loving using the Kabuki. I will just dip it in to my powder here and then just brush this on. It is very soft, it is attractive, and I actually thought this would make a great gift idea or a stocking stuffer for one of your beauty junkies during the holidays. There's two brushes that I just adore and love and feel like anybody would love, and this would be this one from Chantecaille, this Zebra. I just think it is really striking. These are brushes that I feel like anybody would actually use. And then the other is this La Mer powder brush. I use this every single day to just basically buff on some powder, maybe my bronzer, and just to make sure that everything is buffed into the skin. So this one is a favorite for the month of October, and just thought I would mention this as my mind is starting to think about the holiday. Okay, I have two favorite eye products this past month, and one of them is the Hindash. This is that palette that I had used in October, and I truly am in love with this. So this is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but it is the coolest palette that I own. These are pressed pigments, and then it comes from like light to darker in each little panel. And it is something that you can use on your entire face. So I have been playing around with this and I just think it is cool. I love it. It is definitely pushing me outside of my comfort zone. But if I can use this, then you guys can use this. I am not a makeup artist. I'm just an enthusiast, and I am often someone who gets overwhelmed by palettes. But this one, I'm glad that I took the plunge because I've just been loving it. And this is another one I thought would be a cool gift for one of your beauty junkies for the holidays. So I am loving this. I'm still playing with this, and I will do another tutorial using it, kind of like a full face, use it all over. This is a love for me, and I'm so glad that I got it. I also noticed that they just launched this at Beautylish because I had ordered mine, I believe, from Cult Beauty, and now they sell this at Beautylish, which is amazing. So I will link that below. Now this will come as no surprise to you guys. I am in love with the Tom Ford. This is the Naked Pink quad, and I think I was in the minority of people liking this, but this is sort of a go-to palette for me. I have been using it non-stop since I received it, and it is often something that you would ask me what I was wearing on my eyes when I was filming and I was wearing this. The reason I love this is you can create an everyday eye look, but you can also glam it up. It has this beautiful topper down here, and this is a color story that I personally enjoy. I feel like this is more peachy than it is pink. So if you are worried that this is going to be really pink on the eyes, we're sort of done with the pink eye look, I would call this more of a bone, marshmallow, toasted almond, peach colored eye quad versus pink. So think of Naked Pink, so more muted. This is so pretty, and I have just been reaching for this nonstop. Another favorite for the month of October is from BK Beauty, and I've always loved Lisa from Lisa J Makeup. I always love her tutorials, and I lived in Austin, Texas as well, so it was always something that I felt a little kindred spirit towards Lisa. And she recently launched her Luxe lipsticks along with her Everlast lip pencils, And these are truly amazing. So these really do feel so luxe on your lips. And I love the colors. And two of them that I have been reaching for the most are Passion and Inner Beauty. These are kind of right in my wheelhouse right here. This one is Inner Beauty, and then this one is Passion. I'm still playing with the other ones. These were the two that I instinctually pulled out, but they are creamy, they are luxe, they feel amazing on the lips, and the lip liners are amazing too. They have a really nice tip, and I love the fact that you don't have to sharpen them. They are a twist up. I wanted to include these because I've been having so much fun playing around with those lipsticks. I really honestly can tell you that there is not a shade that I don't like. And I like the ethos of her brand. All of her things are made with kindness. These are vegan, cruelty free, and they are at a great price point, and they do feel super luxe on the lips. So yep, we'll have a little bit of fun playing with those, but definitely worth a mention because I have been enjoying them so much. Now I also have been enjoying the Lisa Eldridge launch. She launched some new velvet lipsticks as well as all of her lip liners, and her lip liners are amazing. They are waterproof. I actually really love these just with a little gloss, but my favorite from what I picked up was Blush Lightly, and this is the shade Blush Lightly along with the Blush Lightly lip liner. And I've been asked several times if I picked up the foundation that was just launched. I did go ahead and pick it up. Now, to be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the little sample set that I picked up. Mine were way too light. I had 5, 6, 7, and 8. I think that was set 2. And I did end up picking shade 12, and that was in the light medium range. And we're gonna see how this works out. Upon first application, just playing with the little sample set, it wasn't my kind of foundation. I tend to go for those more hydrating, slightly dewy, glowy kind of foundations. But after watching her video and have her explain all the different ways that you can use this foundation and how to apply it and how you prep your skin ahead of it, I thought, let me go ahead, get a color that is obviously much deeper than the ones that I was trying, and let's see how that works. So yes, you will see me use the foundation. I ended up picking 12, but if any of you were on the fence, wait for me to do my review, and I was going to prep my skin a little differently because I have dry skin, and I was going to play around with the best way to use the foundation because when she geeked out on her formula and how she created it, it just made me want to try it. So yes, that review will be coming. On the skincare front, I did want to give a shout out to the 2 new serums from Biologique Recherche. This is Colostrum VG. And this is the Mermaid or the Lipomose. I'm clearly not saying that correctly. Every time I try to pronounce it, you guys, I mess it up. So I'm just calling this the Mermaid. It is this beautiful turquoise blue color, and this is specifically for underneath your eyes, and this is truly a game changer. Like when I use this, it depuffs underneath the eyes, but you can visually see the little darkness reduce, and it just has this very silky texture. I'm in love with this one. I think it is a game changer for underneath the eyes. And then this new milky one is all about hydrating and firming your skin, and I love the texture of this. It's a little bit thicker, and I've just been loving this one as well. So 2 new serums from Biologique Recherche that need a shout out, and I just did an updated AM routine, and I'm going to be doing my PM. I'm sort of waiting for my favorite cleansing balm to show up. It seems to be lost in the abyss, but it is my tried and true go-to Emma Hardy Moringa Cleansing Balm, and I figured you'd want to see it in action so you can see how it whips off your makeup. So just know that my updated PM routine will be filmed the minute I get my cleanser. I don't know about you guys, but all of my deliveries have been delayed. So I feel like I'm playing catch up on many levels. Okay, I'm going to whip through a few of my favorite perfumes from the month of October. As you guys know, that's a passion of mine. And a few of the standouts from the month of October have been the fragrance Du Bois. This is New York Fifth Avenue. This is pretty much my newest obsession, and this really does smell like New York City in the holidays. You are shopping on Fifth Avenue and you are getting all the smells. You are getting the smells of the vendors roasting chestnuts outside on the streets to them opening up the doors of the fancy shops on Fifth Avenue, and you get that waft of perfume and leather goods and basically fancy garments, and all of this is contained in this bottle. So for me, this has really strong memories of spending holidays in New York City. It just completely transported me to New York City and I love it. So this has been a standout for the month of October, and I do think if you are somebody who has traveled to New York City during the holidays and you can smell that smell and you like gourmand fragrances, I think you might really like that one. It is very appropriate for this time of year and it really shines in this cooler weather. Next, I've got the three Swishy Sisters from Unique Goutal. I did a whole video on these three perfumes and gave you kind of the rundown of each one of them. So I'll list that video below, but I did want to give a quick mention to these three because I love them. I think the bottles are absolutely gorgeous and I think these would be a great gift idea too. This one's going to be for your vanilla lovers. This one's a fruity floral patchouli, and then this one is for my iris lovers, somebody who loves a little bit more of a chic powdery fragrance and you gravitate towards iris. I think you would love this one. So I will leave all the information below with the descriptions of each perfume, but these have definitely been a highlight in the month of October. I love all of them. I think these would make great gifts. And last but not least, I did pick up the Té Matcha 26, and this is from Le Labo. This would be your milky, I'm going to say an oat milk matcha latte. This one has a bit of freshness to it in the opening, but it dries down very warm and comforting. It's kind of perfect for this time of year. I am someone who has wanted to love Le Labo fragrances, but they tend to run a little dirty on my skin. Everybody has a little different chemistry, but I had wanted to get my nose on this one, and this one ended up working fantastically on my skin chemistry. I just find this one to be very likable. If you're somebody who loves a milky matcha latte, not a ton of sweetness, and it's not acidic at all either. You definitely smell a little bit of the matcha, but it is going to be a light dusting, and it's just a nice contrast between being a little bit fresh and a little bit warm. So this is another one I think would make a great holiday gift. Very, very likable. Now my next favorite comes from my friend Jenny. She had shared that she tried Skims undergarments and that she fell in love with them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to try those forever, but I just wasn't sure about the whole Kim Kardashian thing, and she goes, oh my gosh, you have got to try them. And I swear by her underwear, they are so comfortable. It feels like you were wearing nothing. And if you're a fan of Lululemon underwear, those were my favorites before I discovered Skims, then you are probably going to love the Skims underwear. I think they are fantastic, and I've tried several different styles and you just really can't go wrong. So super comfortable undergarments from Skims I have to give a shout out to. So as you know, when I go down the rabbit hole, I go all in, and I decided to try her robe. And you guys, this is just an amazing robe. I truly love it. I feel like it is elegant looking, it is soft, and I was wearing it in my updated skincare routine, and somebody thought I was wearing like a smoking jacket or a velour blazer, and I was like, oh no, that's just my robe. And this was what I was wearing in that video. Nope, it was not a velour blazer. It was actually my Skims robe. Okay, I have 4 sweaters that I'm going to share with you quickly, and one of them, many of you asked me where I got it from. This is from Anthropologie, and this is their cashmere sweater, and I just loved this design. These colors are right in my wheelhouse. You guys know I love pink, and this is just super soft. It is slightly cropped, not terribly. I'm not someone who really enjoys cropped sweaters, but it will hit you right at your waist, but again, not too cropped. And it is just so pretty. This is from Pilcrow, and I got this in the size extra small because it's a little bit boxy, but it hangs very nicely on you, so it's not like unflattering or anything like that. But this floral color story was just calling my name. So this is definitely an Abby sweater. I had to have it, and I have no regrets. I think it would make a great holiday gift as well. They have these in all sorts of different colors, just solids as well. And so who doesn't love a little cashmere? This sweater from Anthropologie is a definite winner. I love, love, love. Next cashmere sweater is from All Year Round, also known as Air. And this is the La Square. And this one is absolutely gorgeous. So this is more of an investment sweater, but honestly, the details of the sweater is very flattering. Again, it is a square, slightly boxy cashmere sweater, but it hangs very nicely on the body. And I did pick this one up in an extra small, and this is another one that you have asked me when I've been wearing this on camera where I got it, and I just think this is another beautiful sweater. It also comes in black and I believe cream, and if you're someone who lives in a cold climate and you love sweaters like myself, I do not think you would regret this purchase because it's very high quality, and so far it is wearing very well. It's not pilling or anything, and I just think it is a gorgeous sweater. And then I've been getting a lot of questions about this adorable sweater, and this one is from Cabby, and one of my friends, Lisa Smithy, she is now selling Cabby clothing. I will link her details below in the description box, but this is the Adorn pullover, and this is perfect for the holidays. It has a little ruffle at the waistline, but this is like your perfect holiday sweater. You can wear it buttoned all the way up or unbuttoned for a little more casual look, but there's just so many cute little details. Definitely your statement sweater. It is perfect for the holidays, and I just really love this one. So this is from Cabby. Lisa is amazing, so if you see any other items or have questions, she will take care of you, but I love, love, love this item. And then last but not least, I am always on the hunt for the perfect black cashmere sweater. My favorite color is black. This was always a funny joke in my family because I was the one who wore head to toe black. I still think that it is chic and easy. Basically, it's kind of like a nice little uniform. I don't have to think about it. Clearly, I do like color. I love pink. I love gray, kind of the basics. But every fall season, I'm always on the hunt to find that perfect black cashmere sweater. So I prefer cashmere because it is thin, but it is warm, so it's not super bulky. It's not scratchy or itchy. So to me, it is worth the little extra bucks to go ahead and buy the cashmere. I think it's a classic, and I'm someone who has a little bit of sensitive skin, so if I have one of those itchy sweaters, they just never get worn. So this sweater is from Everlane, and of course I've been researching the perfect black cashmere sweater, and Everlane kept on coming up. I'm a huge fan of Everlane already. I have several other pieces of clothing from them, but I do have to say I love this turtleneck because it feels thin, but it is very warm. It is soft. It is not pilling or anything like that, and it does come in some other really fantastic colors such as camel and burgundy, just the basics. But again, it is this slightly boxy fit, but it has this nice band at the bottom, just a little bit of a band at the bottom as well as at the wrists. I don't find that it is too boxy. It will hang rather nicely and elegantly on the body, but it is just really comfortable. I can wear it with coats and it won't feel super bulky. That is the key. If you live in a colder climate, you are going to be putting a coat on. So if you have a big bulky sweater and then you put your coat on, it can just feel a little suffocating. So I tend to like warm, thinner layers. And of course, I love coats, have several different styles, but the key is to have a nice thin layer underneath them. So this might be the best black cashmere turtleneck sweater I have found so far. And of course, I would love to hear from you guys if you have your favorite black cashmere turtleneck sweater. Let me know what brand it is, because I'm always on the hunt for the best one. But I will say I think this is another great classic item that would be fantastic as a gift for the holidays. So again, didn't mean to make this so much about the holidays, but it's been on my brain since everything's been so delayed. I do feel like that it's important to shop early this year, especially if you are somebody who cares about having those gifts for your people on time. Obviously, I will be doing a gift giving guide, one of my favorite things to do every year. So these are my October favorites, a big, huge month. So thank you for watching, and I will be back with another video soon.